bubbles in the wine. Makes me feel happy. Makes me feel fine. Oh, yes, right. Hey, don't forget no singing, Darlene. Thanks for the reminder. Hey, it's Darlene Smith. Sharing is caring. Tips of the day. Welcome back. How are we doing out there? Wanted to do a little check-in, see how things are going. It has been over 6 weeks for me, but who is counting? Now, a lot of things are happening, and it's going to be important for you to stay up to date on what's happening for reopening, right? Because a lot of things. What's the topic of today? Well, as of Friday, we have the option, and today is pick one. What do you mean, pick one? Well, we're doing a great job here of social distancing and keeping the virus under control to this moment. So we've now had the option to select one family member in a bubble. That's why we're saying tiny bubble. So we can pick one. So it would be eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one do I pick? Now, it's been crazy out there to see all the different options that you can pick. Now, it's important to remember is that in wherever you are, you have to pay attention to what the rules are for your city, what they are for your region, what they are for your province or for your state or for your country. Are they going to be different? Yes, they are. All right. Some will use different steps. Some will use different phases. Some will use colors. So it just depends on what you're using. Now, here in New Brunswick, we have what we call, as of Friday, it's called a two-family bubble. Tiny bubble. So you're going to have a tiny bubble. Now, if you looked on social media, how to pick that one family has been an interesting challenge. Now, I've seen the term used buddy bubbles, who you like bubbles, no-brainer bubbles, most in the household bubbles. We have a lot of choices. Now, I see this and I thought this was pretty cool. So, just to clarify so there's no confusion over what we call the official two-family bubbles, is that household A can only visit household B. Household B can only visit household A. So that means that household A can visit house B can visit house C can visit house D. No, it's not that. A and B, whoever they may be, the one family bubble. Now, there's been some great ways that you can pick that. Now, I know that some people, it may be challenging. Could be a case where maybe you just have more than one child. Oh, how do you decide which child is going to be in your tiny bubble? That could be interesting. Well, of course, one way we can do is we can do a draw. All right, so I've got some family names here. So we would just simply chop them up very quickly. And there's other ways that this can happen as well. Pick one. We can just put them in and we can do a draw like that. That is one of the ways that could be happening. Also, I've seen all kinds of contests that have been issued online as well. Draws, video interviews. Why should I pick you to be my bubble buddy as such? You can do a fundraiser, buy some tickets, do a draw there as well. Now, it might be a case of, what drink, if I pick you, can you bring? Here's an example. Don't forget, buy local. This is a Magnetic Hill Winery. As you can see, this bottle is empty. Now, I haven't made a selection yet. The thing is the households have to agree. So, still in the running, just saying. Maybe a case. Maybe it's a case where you could bring something. Maybe it could be like a food item. You know, just something like this. Or homemade bread. Oh, that would be awesome. Who knows? It could be some kind of different gift item. I'm not sure. Here's one. Now, I've never had an opportunity yet to get hand sanitizer. Thank God we have his wipes. Maybe it could be a case of, could you apply? Hey, hand sanitizer. That would definitely be in the running as well. Now, One thing about bubbles is that I love blowing bubbles. I should open this. Should I open this and start blowing my Mickey bubbles? Right? Nice round bubbles? I think I should. That's why we're looking at tiny, tiny bubbles. So put below, what method did you use to choose your one family in your tiny bubble, two family bubble, buddy bubble, whatever it may be? Put it down below. What method did you use? Now, the other cool incident when I was doing some research is what and why are there bubbles in hand sanitizer? Isn't that interesting? Well, one of it is because of the chemicals. Number two could be because of the carbon dioxide that's in it, hand sanitizer, just like soda. And because people just put bubbles there. Well, another question, how long after expiry date is hand sanitizer good? Guess what? It's good as long as it contains what? What's the word of the day? Bubbles. Some people say the shelf life is 3 years. I don't think it'll last that long. How much water is in hand sanitizer? 5%. Does hand sanitizer dry out your hands? Yes. So you need to buy another cream to make them Test question. Most important element in hand sanitizer is, it begins with an A. Yes, it's alcohol. Just saying. Another question, this is a list, I found this in my research questions. Is hand sanitizer gluten-free? I am proud to say yes, there's no gluten in hand sanitizer. So what happens to the smell of hand sanitizer? Can you get high? No, you can't get high off of sniffing hand sanitizer, but it does smell good. So remember bubbles. I thought, what is a bubble? Well, it's just air wrapped in soap films. And why is it round? Because it's got to keep everything together. That's all I know. You can get colors in your bubbles too. There are bubbles in boiling water. All right. So that's the cool thing about bubbles. I'll put below, maybe you've got something to add to bubbles as well. Remember, it's important to pay attention to what's happening locally. So for us here in New Brunswick, golf courses are now open. Hey, that's easy to social distance, right? 4, maybe it will be 6 feet. Did you get that joke? Maybe not. Fishing? Oh, easy to social. Hunting within season. Outdoor spaces, parks. It's important to learn the definitions. A park is not a playground. Difference, all right? We can carpool. We can do outdoors or drive-in religious services. Hey, let's bring back the drive-in movies. That would be awesome. So these are a few things in my first stage of our color. In New Brunswick, we're using the color system. So we're now in the orange phase. So please pay attention because the regions are different, the provinces, the states, everything's different. So you're going to hear a whole bunch. It's so important to stay informed as to what is in your area. Because in some places, you can take a walk on the beach, and some places, keep the noise down. They don't have any beaches. All right, so put below, hey, it's all about the bubble. What method did you use? Put it below to choose your bubble buddy. That's a tongue twister. All right, and I'll be back. Darlene Smith, sharing is caring. Make sure you like, comment below. Thank you for sharing. And stay happy in your bubble.